Namaste Om Babaji. Today is the first time ever on the Kriya Yoga Sadhana channel. We have an interaction with Acharya Rama Murthy Garu. He has consented to give his interaction in English so that it's available for wider audience. Until now, it has been mostly in Telugu, and this is the first time we're having this in English. Namaste.
Sir.
The very first question is, what brought you to Kriya Yoga? Because you have been in the political arena, being a political advisor to multiple chief ministers and in the circles. What brought you to the Kriya Yoga fold?
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha, Guru Krupa Hi Kevalam, Guru Krupa Hi Kevalam, Guru Krupa Hi Kevalam, Bhagavat Krupa Hi Kevalam, Babaji Krupa Hi Kevalam. I bow down and salute Lineage the Masters, Mahotar Babaji, Lahiri Mahasaya, Yukteswar Giri, Paramamsa Yogananda, Prabhuji, Hariharananda, Swami Shankarananda Giri. The Gurus are conducting this program through this body of an instrument. We do not have any role. I bow down and salute my Gurudev Sri Swami Shankarananda Giri. I bow down to all the divine listeners of this program. Jai Gurudev, Jai Swami Shankarananda Giri, Om Babaji. So, as you said, as you asked me, what brought me into the Kriya? So, it was way long back. The journey started quite long back. So, once I saw the picture of Mahotar Babaji in one of the place. I was attracted to the picture. I didn't know who he was.
Okay.
Then slowly I started searching for him. At the time there was not much net or internet. It was almost 20-25 years back.
In the 90s, mid 90s, late 90s?
Yeah, late, it's around 2001 to
Okay.
2-3 years, 2000 somewhere. So at the time there was not much net or much this thing to find out. So then I could able to, somebody suggested me the book of Paramamsa Yogananda. Autobiography, okay. That's where I started understanding for the Kriya. So in the same 2002-3, my mother was not well. She was in Chennai. So where I went to Chennai along with my mother. So there I found that Kriya initiations are being given. So then that's how I got initiated from Hariharananda Gurukula for the first time, the Kriya initiation. Then I was doing my Kriya regularly. Then by divine miracle, the Lahiri Baba appeared to me. He appeared to me and he said, I was trying to touch his legs. He said, don't touch my legs because he's a God, he sees God in every form. So he was refusing. Then he told me only one thing. Go to Rishikesh. Your guru name is Shankarananda Giri. He is waiting for you. I said, I got initiated from here. No. Your guru name is Shankarananda Giri. He is waiting for you. So then he disappeared. So then I came back to Hyderabad. I was busy with my political things and other things. I was actually involved in politics at the time. So I was very busy with my political activity. I do not have much time to go to Rishikesh. It got delayed by few months. Though I was practicing Kriya regularly, but I could not able to go to Rishikesh. But fortunately, myself, my wife, my kid, we all went to Babaji cave. While coming from the Babaji cave, we reached Rishikesh. So we stayed in the Rishikesh and we were trying to search for Swami Shankarananda Giri. We don't have any clue other than the Swami Shankarananda Giri.
Except for the name.
Except for the name. Then we were asking the people says no. Then I said, Kriya, anything relates linked to the Kriya Yoga. Then I said, yes, there is a Kriya Yoga ashram in the Tapovan Rishikesh. You can go and check there. So I went there. So it's happened to be the ashram of Swami Shankarananda Giri. So he was there. So see how the divine plans. He was supposed to leave for the Russia. Then he knew that we people are coming. So he postponed his Russian trip. So again, he reinitiated me into the Kriya and made me enter into the Kriya. So it was initiated for me, my wife, my kid. We all were initiated again into the Kriya. So that's how my first Kriya journey started. And the most important factor in this journey was, there wasn't a day I missed my Kriya. So So ever since I got initiated, I never missed my Kriya even for a single day. Whatever may be the busy activity, whatever may be the till date, it's not mine, it's the divine who wanted to do it. Divine is doing through body of instrument. I do not have any role.
So that was your motivation, or
Yes,
they were the
yes,
inspiration
yes,
for
yes,
this?
yes, yes. Knowingly, unknowingly, I was praying to Babaji that I should not miss my Kriya. I should not miss my Kriya for a single day. So it is the divine blessings and the blessings of the Gurus who was always with me. So that is the reason till date, there wasn't a day I missed my Kriya. The day even my mother passed away, that day also I did my Kriya. So there was never missed. It is not me who did it. It is through the body of an instrument it was happening. It was done by the Gurus. So the motivation behind this is the Guru is doing through me that, and when I understood, so you can never miss. You are not doing it. When you are doing it, you fall into the Maya. When you surrender, you can do anything.
So you attribute this to the
Surrenderness, the principle of the surrenderness. So whatever is happened only because of the surrenderness. So while I was doing this journey continuously for so many years, after some time my Guru told me that you have to take a greater responsibility of teaching the Kriya. So in between, after 2014, I left from the active political life. So my concentration was only on the Kriya. Then Guru said the time has come that you have to spread the Kriya. I received the divine message that I should be made an Acharya and you should spread the Kriya. Now that's how I started spreading the Kriya, not only in ashram, in Andhra, AP, and there are chances to visit abroad and spread also. So basically all this is because of my Guru wanted to spread the authentic Kriya from the Kriya Yoga Ashram of Rishikesh. So I'm grateful for my Guru and I'm grateful to the divine and the divine Gurus chosen this body as an instrument to spread the thing. I'm always grateful to Babaji Maharaj.
So that brings me to a very fundamental question. What is diksha? Why is diksha important in the Kriya Yoga tradition? What all it entails for a person? What makes somebody come to a diksha?
Actually, the purpose of Kriya Yoga is victory or birth. So,
Victory or birth.
victory or birth. Knowingly, unknowingly, we are separated from the Divine Father and taking this birth and death circle, we have entered the birth and death circle. And the Kriya teaches the way to get liberated or the way to get united with the Divine Father.
The journey back to the source.
So the purpose is that. The people think different. No, the ultimate purpose is to get back to the Divine Father from where you are separated. The victory or birth. Death is inevitable since you are born.
Absolutely.
So there should not be these rebirths. So it may be, Gurudev says, Swami Shankarananda Giri, it may be possible in this lifetime or coming life, but it is certainly that you will achieve victory or birth. The mostly when you practice rigorously and continuously, it is possible in this birth only. That's what Swami Shankarananda Giri tells. So besides that, what you are asking?
What is the purpose of the diksha?
Yeah.
What is
Diksha, dik is, what is dik? Dik is direction. Ksha, akas, means
upward direction.
direction towards sky. What is that happening downwards? What has to be happen for upwards? The downwards is your breath is coming more and more downwards. Knowingly understanding the technique, the secret technique, and taking the breath upwards is called the diksha, direction towards sky. So this is called the diksha, and actually the person is chosen by the Gurus to come into the diksha. Individually, you may have the wish, but it will not happen. My experience tells, until unless you are blessed by the Divine Father, you are blessed by the Divine Gurus, you cannot enter into the Kriya. Because it is the Brahma Vidya, highest form of knowledge, highest form of Vidya. It is Ikara, Swakara, Rakara. It is Ishvara Pranidhanani, which is Kriya Yoga. Ikara is your inhalation, deep inhalation. Swakara, swam, the holding of the breath. Rakara is exhalation. Ishvara Pranidhanani is Kriya Yoga.
So which means, is Kriya Diksha given in person? Because there's also widespread understanding that it happens online, it happens virtually. So why is it that a Diksha should happen in front of a Guru, and that too in physically presence, in his physical presence?
So I tell you, so This is ageless tradition which is coming, the Kriya. It is ageless. So, since all the scriptures, from the time of the scriptures, it is coming ageless. It is known as Adi Anatana Sanatana Dharma. And they practice it in all the Satyuga.
Since Satyuga.
Satyuga. So it was practiced. So it was practiced by the Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna taught to the Arjuna. So it was there from the way back. With this changes in the human it got slowly dissipated. Again, it was brought to the human light by Babaji Maharaj, Mahotar Babaji, and during 1800, he has given initiation to Lahiri Baba, to personal initiation. Then again it came to the limelight. So the Babaji gave diksha to Lahiri Baba directly, 1-to-1. From Lahiri Baba, he has given the diksha to several people. One among them prominent was Swami Yukteswar Giri, from which we belong to the tradition. From Swami Yukteswar Giri, then comes Paramahamsa Yogananda and Prabhuji, Hariharananda, our Gurudev Swami Shankarananda Giri.
That is a lineage.
All these gurus got direct diksha. Never allowed any. So there was no internet or all online also. But even then, 1-to-1, the energy has to pass from the guru to the sishya.
Okay. It's uninterrupted flow that happens only in
the vital energy, because the person who gives diksha is not giving. The vital energy is coming from upwards, from the divine gurus.
The guru becomes an instrument.
Yes, the Acharya becomes just an instrument. So the energy comes from the top through the divine masters, flow through Acharya to the disciple. So it is not possible to give dikshas without Guru Parampara.
Got it.
And without, for the sake of this thing, it is a Brahma Vidya, secret Vidya, highest form of knowledge. You cannot do without proper system. You cannot violate the system.
Okay. And it is done in small groups only then.
Yeah, you cannot do much. Probably I may be able to do 30-40 people a month.
Right.
It is not one which spreads fast.
True.
Because it's a Guru Sishya thing and a lot of energy exchange, means energy transformation is there. Though you are not doing anything, it is a Guru who through your body is doing.
Right.
This is how it is coming from tradition of Guru to Sishya. And these modern days, it has become a hobby, fashion, like any other thing. But I'm very sorry, very unfortunate that without telling the Guru's name, without knowing the Guru Parampara, without knowing the secrets involved in the Kriya, people are openly putting into the YouTubes and teaching, which is not good for the tradition. So, this is beyond the religion. So, the unifying factor for any human is the breath, nothing but the breath. There is no unifying factor.
So there's no caste, creed, race, religion, nothing.
What is the common factor throughout the world? Right. Other than the breath and prana, there is no common factor. Whether it's immaterial, whether you're male or female, right, whether rich or poor, whether black or white.
True.
Whatever may be the color, whatever may be the body shape, and whatever the qualities you have.
What is the socioeconomic background they come from? All those
qualities,
things don't
bad
matter.
qualities of person, nothing. The common factor among all the human beings is the breath. That's God has given equally to him, and he wanted through the breath, prana, to reach him.
Even somebody who's unhealthy also still has to survive. Breath is the essential thing.
Without breath, there is no unifying factor. The true unifying factor in this world is the breath. So, we teach through in the Kriya method how to breathe properly. The Gurudev says, until unless you breathe properly, you are not born yet. The day the diksha happens, you are born.
There is a second birth then.
Real birth.
Real birth. Okay.
The day you came from the mother's womb is not a real birth. The real birth is when you enter into the diksha.
So that's the real prominence of diksha then.
Yes. There's a real birthday. So yeah, and we talking this prior to this. There is a little thing I just want to mention about our Guruji, which is very, very, very important. So very few people know about Swami Shankarananda Giri. He is internationally well known.
I was about to come to that question.
Yeah, because generally I don't speak anything without mentioning my Guru's name. because he is the one who has given me everything. Okay? So, I should tell you the greatness of our Gurudev Sri Swami Shankarananda Giri. So, he was born in a noble family in small village called Ramba in Odisha,
Eastern India.
Eastern India. And he was inclined to the spirituality from the childhood. And but the circumstances at home are different, and he just wanted to go more into spiritual. So he decided to run away from the home in search of his spirituality.
At a very young age.
At the age of 10. So he just moved on to the Karur ashram in Puri, where he met his gurus, Prabhuji and Hariharanandji.
Prabhuji's actual name is?
Narayan Giri, Swami Narayan Giri is a direct disciple of Swami Yukteswar Giri.
Just like Hariharananda Giri.
Yes. Hariharananda, Prabhuji is a direct disciple like Paramahamsa Yogananda.
Okay. Same contemporary of
They
Paramahamsa Yogananda.
both are contemporaries to each other. Whereas the Paramahamsa Yogananda ji has travelled across the globe and started teaching, whereas Narayan Giriji Prabhuji limited himself to the ashram at the seva of Guru. So that's the reason he has been given the name called Prabhuji.
For the extraordinary seva he offered
Extraordinary seva is due to the Yukteswar ji. Yukteswar ji requested him several times to go the world and teach. He said, no, my Guru seva is more important for me, the teachings. Fortunately, he is our Guru's Guru, direct Guru. So, whatever the tradition which was maintained in the Yukteswar ashram, the same tradition was maintained by the Swami Shankarananda Giri. Fortunately, we are maintaining the same tradition. There is not much change.
For the past 120 years, there's been no change.
No change. So, let me go back to my Guru again. As I said, he entered the Yukteswar ashram and his gurus, he met his gurus, both Hariharanandji and Prabhuji. And he requested them, I want to stay back in the ashram, I do not want to go out. And my grandparents may come, still I want to stay in the ashram. But after some time, grandparents searching, came, reached the ashram. But these two gurus said, no, you will stay with us. And he stay back in the ashram. For a diksha, anybody eligibility is 12 years to enter into the Kriya.
The age of 12 is minimum.
Minimum. So he completed his 12, then he was initiated. At the very young age of 16, 17 years only, he was made an Acharya Guru.
It's in 4 years.
5-6 years. For of his extraordinary divine qualities. He is a born divine child. And the moment gurus teach, he never used to write or anything. He just goes in his memory. Next day is to repeat the same thing. So he has extraordinary divine qualities. So he was well liked by the both gurus. So then slowly he started spreading the Kriya across the globe. So he has done a lot of tapas, sadhana, prior to the becoming Guru. He himself has a close associate called Swami Kalika Baba. So they were together doing this
Sadhana. For long years.
Sometimes in the forest, and days together not coming out. And they did a lot of sadhana. And when everything is open for him, so his gurus asked him to travel abroad and teach. He started going abroad. Here the most important point is, at the age of 10, since he came out of this house, he was not greatly educated.
He never went to school then.
He just went for elementary education for some time. But since the divine whole knowledge is open, he can talk any scripture, any Veda, he can talk Gita, he can talk many languages, he can talk technology, he can talk medicine. The subject is very limited for him because the knowledge is open for him. So I was always having this doubt. How it is possible?
That a person with this background, with no formal education, living all his life in the ashram and doing Kriya, how could all this be possible?
All possible. And how can he travel German and speak German there? He's going to Russia, he can speak Russia there. How it is possible?
It's a very natural question.
And how he can speak the Gita? How can he know the Gita? How can he know the Vedas?
Even the books that he wrote, it's extraordinary because...
And you know the greatest thing? In his lifetime, he never opened and read a book.
And he wrote these 3 books on Patanjali Yoga Sutras, on cosmic
Yes,
astrology.
he just used to dictate and the students used to write. So then this question was there always in my mind. What is this? How it is possible? Then he said one day, I asked, what is the secret? I'll give you that secret key to you. But you have to hold that key. This secret key will give you everything and anything.
Will open any door.
You can open all the doors. All the doors can be opened with this key only. It's a master key.
Okay.
Then I said, Guruji, I'll be very fortunate. Then said, nothing but it's your breath.
Okay.
Be with the breath all the time. Don't waste a single breath. You're wasting the breath means you're wasting life. So, you're wasting a breath means not breathing on your own. What is happening? The Godly Father is breathing within you 21,600 times every day. That roughly comes 15 to 16 breaths per minute. So, naturally it is happening. The Godly Father is breathing within you. So, your energy is coming down, your prana is coming down. That's how you are entering into the death.
The more the breaths, the faster you engage.
Like a dog breathes more, dies soon, the tortoise breathes less, lives long. So, everything, the age of any living being depend upon the breath.
Number of breaths.
Number of breaths. So, it is also written for us, not the number of years, number of breaths we are going to live in this lifetime.
True.
So, then he said, don't ever waste a breath. You be with breath all the time, with awareness. The Kriya teaches the secret breath. When you learn the secret breath, you have to be always with the breath. The breath is real identity. So suppose somebody asks you, who are you? I said, I'm the breath. I'm the prana.
I am that.
I'm that. That is Soham. That is Ajab Gayatri. So, Guru taught me that you have to be in the breath. The breath is the master key. When you master this breath, all divine locks are open. There is nothing to do. Just keep on mastering. This I experienced, learned, understood, left the politics.
I was really about to come to that question. What made you lead such active political life, engaging so intensely with with chief ministers and at the all India level?
From a big political family.
And family also. And then 2014 you decide to leave everything and come completely to Kriya. It's a very difficult thing for all of us on the regular mundane life, taking care of our families, taking care of our jobs and various financial responsibilities. So when I decided to take this step is not easy. So what could be that motivation?
That is a limited version. You are stuck with a limited version. This intranet is unlimited intranet. That power is limited. I have seen the prime ministers coming home, the chief ministers coming home, although everybody visiting, because dad was in a big time politician and he had a many
He also MLC and MP.
So many positions he held. So he was in a limelight from my young age. When I was 4 years old, he was into active politics, holding positions. So I've seen the world very closely, the politics, the money, the power very closely. But this power is much powerful, much than that political power. That is very limited access. This access is unlimited. This access is unlimited. You just sit and do your Kriya. Your things are taken care. There is no need to make a phone call also. Because when you do the Kriya, the Guru is with you. When your Guru is with you, he will take his responsibility. But knowingly, unknowingly, two factors greatly helped me in my life is the surrenderness, absolute surrenderness to Babaji. So, I think my breath is Baba. My breath is Shankarananda Giri. My breath is Lahiri Baba. My breath is Paramahamsa Yogananda. My breath is Yukteswar. My breath is Prabhuji. My breath is Hariharanandaji. So, my Guru is my breath. That's what I understood. And, it's not just my understanding. In the reality also, the Guru says, breath is real Guru. Breath is a real Guru. And breath is the Sakshi Bhuta.
So can we say that diksha, which physically happens in the presence of our Acharya ji, is also an introduction for the sadhaka to his internal Guru?
Yes. To know internal Guru and travel with internal Guru.
Which is the breath, the prana shakti.
Prana shakti. To understand his internal Guru and see, in Hindi and Sanskrit it is said Prana Mitra.
Prana Mitra, okay.
So what does it mean? The prana, the breath is the real friend. So who is with you? The real friend. So nobody is really with you. This guru, this breath, this prana is with you. Nobody else. This guru, this prana, the breath is mother, father, sister, brother, everything. That's what Swami Shankarananda Giri says. And see, if you notice, there's nobody will be with you. Nobody came. Nobody is going to be with you. Neither the material things, nor your relations, nor your friends. Everything has to go away. But this breath was there in the previous life. This breath is there in this life. This breath is going to be there in the coming life. So the true friend is your breath. So when you are truly associated with the breath, it is a guiding force. Guiding force to make victory or birth. The ultimate goal.
So that is the
The
strongest
ultimate goal. So what is happening? There are so many sadhanas are there. There's so many things are there. They're all version is that I want this for this life. I want this for this life. I want this for this life. This is not about one life. All lives together. So I want material gains. So what you will do? You have material gains. You have done a karma, good karma, bad karma. Again you have to come back with life. So our version is limited. So being in politics is a limited version. I don't want it to be in that limited version.
So I have a question here, Guruji. Right now, in your case, that opportunity of leaving everything formally as a profession, as a financial gain, and then moving into Kriya happened. For all of us sadhakas, few thousands of people that you've initiated, and you're going to initiate in the future, there's a very difficult aspect to deal with. There are two parts. One side, sadhana wants you to go deeper into it. Other side, there are responsibilities, the worldly responsibility that we have. So every sadhaka at some point or a few years wants to always go here and let go these things. However, as we've seen Lahari Mahasaya, we've seen you, we've seen Yukteswara Giriji, who have been married people and had children and also still continue their sadhana. So what is the message that you want to give where we don't go away, shun our responsibilities, but at the same time continue in this path and go deeper? How can it be possible?
See, let me tell you. What was my passion in the politics? Passion in the politics is to acquire more and more power, to be in the limelight, to with everybody. So knowingly, oh, he's great, he has done this, he's done that service, he's done whether whatever the service
Name and fame.
Name and the fame basically. Oh, he has done this service to this, he has done that, he has done, and yes, so it's recognition in the society. Basically, you are doing for a recognition in the society. So that is when I enter into the Kriya, then I understood that I is not existing. My root cause of my all problems is this I.
This is the ego, as we say.
Yes. My root cause of all problems is ego. So when I cut that, my all problems will disappear. At the same time, the power, recognition, money, everything will come. At the same time, enmity also will come. Certain people will respect you, certain people will disrespect you, certain people talk positive about you, certain people talk negative about you. All acts are not good to anybody, not bad to anybody also. So, what is happening? You are involved in continuously in doing the karma. Good or bad.
You bring the two yin and the yang, always going through that process.
Good and bad karma, you are actually involved in it. That means you are actually involved in death birth circle. Okay? But when I said this intranet, so I sit and pray, that happens there. But I should not tell that happened. Again my ego comes there. Because Guru does. I am not doing anything. Whatever is needed for me, the Guru will give me. If Guru wanted me to, they planned this. All the journey was planned. So now I understood my purpose of life very clearly. Why I was pulled from the politics to this thing. My role is greater. So now I'm working to spread the Kriya. Not for the name, not for the money, not for anything. Just to spread the message of the truth.
Be that messenger of this tradition.
Truth. So from 2014 onwards, I reduced all my activities. So whatever activities are there just for the survival. And Kriya is not the one. Through Kriya, you can make things know. You are just an instrument. You have a balance. Since you have a family, you need some survivals.
Those are important.
Those are important. Those, see, you have a daughter. So I have to take responsibility of my daughter. I cannot live, I want to become sannyasi. That's wrong. I have to balance my daughter, my wife. But at the same time, I have to spread this truth message to the society.
Right.
Without involving the character of I. Without involving the character of I. So it's Guru. Take the messenger of the Guru and work as a messenger of Guru. You are nobody. So lot of problems comes. But again, you surrender to the Guru. It is difficult to imbalance. Sometimes what I feel is, why I have to talk to this man? Why I have to talk to wife? Why I have to talk to children? Why can't be silent? Why can't I do my sadhana? But it's not the thing. You see, you are a great sadhaka when you balance and do the sadhana.
Not when you move away from responsibility.
Yes,
and do
no,
it.
no.
Got it.
So, and if you notice, there are the crores of munis are there. Lahari Baba is equal to them. Reason? So he was a
Householder, having 4 children.
he's a household and having a children, but he is the greatest guru. So that it shows it is possible. But you have to balance. And you should have a surrenderness. You should have a prime motto. You should have a truth. And the message should go. Spread of the Kriya should go. So what I teach and spread is never leave your household responsibilities.
Thank you.
Never leave a household
Very
responsibility.
important message for all
So
of us.
yes, but once you complete the household responsibilities, you be in silent, you be in Kriya. My Guru taught me, without leaving household responsibilities, to be in the Kriya all the time. Without leaving household responsibilities, to be in the Kriya all the time. You see, the God gives you 2 things. One is, He's chosen you to near through Kriya. At the same time, He kept the Maya. So, we most of the time in the
How
Maya.
do you find Maya?
My Guru simply says, not doing Kriya is Maya.
Not doing Kriya is Maya.
So, not doing the breath on your own is Maya.
So not being with your breath or doing sadhana.
See, not doing breath on your own is Maya. What is happening is, Guru says, you remember everything. You remember to comb your hair. You remember to wear dress. You remember to eat food. You remember to walk. You remember to talk phone. But you can never remember doing the breath on your own. So not doing the breath on your own is Maya. That's what my Guru says. So he says, when you are not doing the Maya, you are into the
World. So is your mind and ego also part of the Maya because they come into action when you're not with your breath?
yes.
Can we kind of infer that way?
Yeah. See, here if you notice, I just tell you the sequence of the things. First is a godly father.
Godly Father.
Then comes the, your breath, prana. Breath and prana. And atma, whatever you call, they are all one. So then comes
Breath, soul, Atman are,
all Guru says we cannot separate them.
we cannot separate them. Okay. So soul, breath, Atman, all these are one and the same.
The
Chaitanya.
Guru says you cannot separate them. Separate and see them.
Okay, you can't separate and see them. Okay.
They come together, they go together.
Which is 3. Basically,
Yes.
consciousness, Atman and breath.
They come together, they go. So this is he says, first is your
Supreme
power,
consciousness.
then breath, prana. Then comes
Buddhi, Ahankara.
breath, after that it comes chitta, super consciousness. Upper super consciousness, your mind, the ego. Then mind, ego, knowledge, it's all. Then comes the spinal cord. After spinal cord, it gets the 5 elements. You know the 5 elements.
Right.
Air, earth,
Right. The Panchabhutas.
Panchbhutas. After that comes your sense organs. Then senses. Then working organs. Then the Maya world. So what is happening in this world, living in this world, you try to reach the godly Father, staying in the Maya.
So this was the descent from the time we were born all the way down to
Yes,
Maya
yes,
world.
yes.
Now, the journey of Diksha allows us to go back to the holy ascent. or going up to back to the Holy Father.
So, all the time you are coming down, the prana is coming down. So, prana is coming down in the sense, your exhalation is less and your inhalation is more, generally. So, that's how you are entering into the birth and death. What is the birth and death? You inhale, you exhale. If you don't inhale, it's death.
True.
So, the death is traveling within you every second, every point of minute.
So every second there's birth and death happening, every breath, inhalation, exhalation.
Now, again, come back to the point. I said prana and breath are next to the God. When you hold the prana and breath, everything is automatically controlled. But here, what is your trying? Through this Maya world, you are trying to hold mind, you are trying to hold knowledge, you are trying to hold ego, you are trying to hold chitta, which is very difficult. Chitta cannot be holded, it has to be stealen. That is the reason Krishna called Chitchor. Prana Krishna. So, but when you take the root of the prana and the breath, they can balance all these things.
So that is why it is a master key.
Yes.
So that is what you told earlier.
Yes,
That
yes,
it's a master key.
Yes, yes. So when you take the root of the breath, when you take the root of the prana, you can balance everything. So that is the reason the breath is called the deathless child.
So how can this master key go and cleanse the karmas which you have been
Yeah,
carrying for
I'll tell
lifetimes?
you. I'll tell you. Breath is a deathless child.
Right.
Okay. It is called the Amrutasya Putraha. So when you inhale, you exhale, even the karma is happening. By thinking, karma is happening. By talking, karma is happening. By doing everything, the karma is happening. That is beyond the working organs and the sense organs are doing the karma. Okay? But breath is Sakshi Bhuta.
It's an eternal observer.
Real observer.
Real observer, yes.
So, why is real observer? You are seeing the good thing or bad thing with your eyes. Breath is
Neutral.
you are hearing good and bad. Your good touch, bad touch, good talk, bad talk. Whatever is happening with the working organs and organs is untouched by your activity. So all the karmas are happening through your working organs and sense organs. Who is untouched with the activity of your working organs and organs can remove all karmas.
So the same breath that allows you to do all these actions is also helping you now undo those actions.
Undo the actions. So when you breathe on your own, to knowing the Kriya secret, when you do breathe, what happens is you are taking the breath, holding the breath and coming back. That is Ishvara Pranidhanani. So when you hold and offer yourself, if a poison of small second comes, in this small second, then you are burning your karmas and coming back. Okay? So until unless you burn the karma, you cannot achieve victory or birth. So you have a good karmas, you have done so many good things, but birth is certain for you. You have done bad karmas, birth is certain. Maybe human, may not be human.
Right.
But our purpose? No, we want to get united with our Divine Father from where we have separated.
So you have to go beyond dualities of good and bad and completely go to zero state.
Yes. So where your karmas are burnt. So it is called the prana karma is the Shastra karma, prana karma is the Nishkama karma, prana karma is the Kriya karma. So Nitya Agnihotra, the person who does Kriya is called a Nitya Agnihotra.
The person who does continuous fire sacrifice.
Fire sacrifice physically, but with breath you are doing it. So you are
Internally.
called internally.
Because diksha happened, you are eligible now to do that.
Yes. So you are called a true Brahmin because you are doing the Nitya Agnihotra.
Because you are following the Brahma Vidya, you are a true Brahmin.
True Brahmin.
Not the Brahmin in the context we talk in society.
No. That's what Gurudev says. Brahmin not by birth, Brahmin by practicing.
By the going through the practice, sadhaka.
Okay. So the one who practices the Brahma sadhana is called the Brahmin.
Takes the diksha, practices the Brahma Vidya regularly, is a true Brahmin.
True Brahmin. That's what the scripture says, that's what the Gurudev says.
I have a question here, Guruji. A lot of people listen to your speeches in Telugu and now also in English. They'll think they have gone through some familial problems, some personal problems, health problems. They always think that by doing something like this, a practice like this, a sadhana like this, that they can overcome this or kind of get relief from their problems or their suffering. With that mindset, somebody comes for Kriya. How will Kriya Diksha help them?
They will leave Kriya very shortly
They leave Kriya very shortly.
because they have something in their mind.
Right.
So the something may happen, may not happen.
Okay.
So if it doesn't happen, it does not have any attraction towards Kriya. Until unless your spiritual inclination, you want really united with the Divine Father, there is no use. So what is happening? The secret I tell you, very important secret. When you surrender, and do Kriya without surrenderness, anything is possible. Don't come with any motives. Come with a pure heart. So then what happens is, whatever you need, Guru will take care. This is a secret. But don't come with the thing, I have a leg pain, I am coming to Kriya, my leg pain should go away. I have a headache, my headache should go away. I have a money problem, my money problem should go away. I have some relation problem, my relation problem should go away. No. They are all the limited versions. They wanted to be in the karma, they wanted to be in life and birth circle, they wanted to be in the Maya.
So which means then Kriya Sadhana is not meant for everybody.
So that is the reason very few people get attracted to the Kriya, very few people practice, very few people you teach.
So it's only a very, very small section of society that
Small section of the people chosen by the God and Gurus. Please understand this. You can never enter the Kriya until unless you are chosen by the God and Gurus. Now, the most of the aspect, the society aspect, with a fashion, seeing something in the Kriya, something in the TV, they come for the initiation. How many people will stay? Only 10%, 20% will stay. Rest of the people will fall. They are all called the Yoga Brahstatva. Why? Because they came with some idea, some motive behind inside. That's not spirituality. Complete surrenderness is a spirituality. The Godly Father is breathing within you. Your duty is to breathe. That is the only service you can do the Godly Father. You cannot do any other service.
So it's a very, very interesting situation where on one side, everything that we're talking about will happen when you're with your breath. Other side, you have all the issues that are happening in the world. To come to a point where you surrender that everything is through my breath and through the Guru's grace is a very, very challenging thing for anybody.
Yeah, it is very challenging. The challenge can be overtaken by surrenderness. See, what is the problem? Suppose you have learned a Kriya, your diksha, inner motivation is there, some motivation is there that I should do my Kriya daily. What it is stopping is the surrenderness is stopping. When I will not walk, I has a lot of Maya. When I say, I'm a small child, I cannot do. My father Baba, my father Lahari, hold me, do me my Kriya. They will hold you. That is the secret. So when this I enters, you cannot. So then what happens? When you develop that sense of responsibility through surrenderness, when you enter into the Kriya, when you practice the Kriya, all things are taken care by the Gurus. The example I told you is Swami Shankarananda Giri. So your inner determination is required. For inner determination, you need the surrenderness to the masters. And
it's also mentioned in the book of Lahari Mahasayji about Parvapusha, Yogaraj,
Yes.
Shankarananda.
Yes.
It's mentioned that as well about surrenderness. That brings me to another question, Guruji, which is probably the last couple of questions I have in mind. With people having this thought process, something Kriya would do, you've broken that myth right now, the Kriya is not meant for that. Kriya is meant only for the ultimate truth. It's basically
ultimate unity with the Divine Father.
Right. And somebody is doing sadhana, regularly doing sadhana. Some experiences will come. Some images will come. Some gods and goddesses will come to bless. There will be so many things that happen. All these happen. Are these important stages as you go in the sadhana? Or is there the ultimate truth is when it's victory or birth and death? Even these should also not be important, right?
I'm very fortunate to have a guru like Swami Shankarananda Giri.
Okay.
So he said, don't ever stop anywhere, anything. You have to breathe. What may happen? That means, today I had a vision or divine thing of Lahiri Baba, he says, offer a breath to the Lahiri Baba, proceed further. Don't stop with any of your experiences, any of your visions, nothing. So you have to continue the sadhana with surrenderness. So otherwise what happens? Today I had some vision, some experience. Tomorrow I don't have experience. My mind says I'm not doing Kriya properly. So when I leave this, when I love that, I leave everything to the surrenderness. You have appeared me, Baba, you have appeared me, Baba, you have not appeared to me. Where otherwise, the role of I comes. Oh, I became great because I've seen this. Because he told me this. This I will dominate, you will go away from the sadhana. So many of the students, if you notice in the class or anywhere, so I respect their experiences, but I will not give importance to their experience. The reason they'll stuck in the sadhana, this is what my guru taught me. So sometimes it is a mind game. So we are stuck in the mind game. We should not stuck in the mind game. Sometimes messages come through your dreams, certain messages. I received several divine messages from the divine gurus. And it happens, I don't deny. But Guru says, give more importance to your breath rather than what you say. If you notice the Purana Purusha Lahari Maheshai book, Baba says, even you see the Devatas, God and Goddesses, just ask them, bless me, I should go more into the Kriya. Don't stop anywhere.
Even Shiva and Parvati come to give their blessings.
That's what he clearly
He mentions that in the book.
He mentions in the book. Right. Please pray them that I should go more up. So I should not stop anywhere. So these are certain times, certain happens, but giving more importance to the breath and surrenderness is important. Then giving importance to the visions and experiences. So certain times these visions and experiences are motivational. Certain times you also see some bad dream, then you feel back. So if you start giving the importance. See, one clear point I learned from my guru, why I said fortunate, is that if you ask me, what is your next life, what is future, I said, I don't know. I know only one thing, with divine help, I have to breathe.
It's very difficult. It's a very advanced stage of evolution
with the divine
journey.
So tomorrow I get moksha, I don't know. When I get animal birth, I don't know. When I get this birth, I don't know. I surrender to my guru. My guru told me, breathe, 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 breathe. I will do that only. So the result I left to divine gods and divine gurus. It is not a result-oriented thing. It is a service you are doing to the father, mother, like God and Goddesses. So you are not doing anything. It is your responsibility because the godly father is breathing within you. So it is your pure responsibility to breathe back to the godly father. So you are just doing your responsibility without aiming for any result.
So why I'm asking this question is one of the last questions. See, there are different types of margas that are told in the Hindu way of life, what we call a spiritual way of life. One, people go to holy places, go to pray there, offer there, do archana or do some arti there and all that. There's also another part where people do prayers, they have their own altar, they do some japas, they do some yajnas and all that. The third stage where people do sincerely nityagna, every day doing fire sacrifice, doing yajnas, doing meditation, doing mantra sadhana, taking one message from the guru and repeating it millions of times. And then there is also this higher, they're talking about breath and surrender. How do you look at breath and surrender on one side? You see all these few other things I mentioned because people come from different backgrounds, different age groups, different sects of society. They be already used to doing puja part every day, doing prayer every day, doing their own mantras every day.
See, this is what the Gurudev answers for this is, the divine has chosen you to enter into the Kriya. He says, having a great knowledge, knowing about the Shastras, knowing about the so many things, you may be great scholar, you may be great Pandit, but you may be this thing. But to be Kriya Yogi is greater than all of these things.
So it's over and up, it's much beyond even going to holy places or doing prayers or doing pujas or yajnas or mantra chanting, anything.
So it's a Brahma Jnana, Brahma Vichya. So,
Can you call it the highest form of Vidya of all
that's what Gurudev says. There is no higher than this sadhana. Okay? So, that means he says it is aeroplane route to the divine. Suppose your destiny is some abroad, some country in the abroad. So, there are so many ways to reach that abroad. Some may reach by walking, by bullock cart. Some may reach by bus. Some may reach by train. Some may reach by ship. Some may reach by aeroplane. Which is the shortest?
Aeroplane, of course.
The Kriya
Shortest and fastest also.
Kriya is the shortest, fastest, and surest route to God. That's what Gurudev says.
So all your
Surest. Please remember this point.
surest also.
Surest also. Okay. Now, all these are the vehicles. Whatever you told me,
Right.
whether worshipping God and goddesses,
Or visiting temples.
visiting temples,
Or doing prayers or havans in the
mantra
house.
japa,
Right.
or mantra japa, doing meditations, all are the vehicles. So, this vehicle is the shortest vehicle to the Godly Father. So, no vehicle is wrong. What is the mode of time you are taking is matter.
So it's a personal choice then.
It is a personal choice. But when I said, see, when you're given a choice to travel abroad, what choice will you have?
Obviously, a aeroplane.
But how many people effort to fly the aeroplane?
Very few people.
Like that, very few people can enter into the Kriya.
Beautiful. I understand now.
Okay? So, all cannot enter.
So nothing is right or wrong. It's a personal choice.
Nothing is right or wrong. All good.
All are good.
All are
Okay.
good. So, all are good. All are good for the balance of the society. So, without which society cannot be balanced. So, if you cannot go to the visit temples and pray God and goddesses, how can you balance the society?
So let's say Kriya Sadhaka is there. He or she has taken diksha, practicing every single day, spending that 45 minutes to an hour. At the same time, he or she is used to doing their puja part for 1.5 hours, or doing their morning rituals, or going to a certain temple, or maybe havan or yajna or fire sacrifice regularly, or mantra sadhana. Can that parallelly continue as Kriya Sadhana?
No. Gurudev says, there is no need, but you want to continue. He'll never stop you to...
He says there is no need to do both things.
Both reason being, so you have taken the shortest route. Again, why you want to go back to the longest route?
Longer routes, yes.
So he says, but still your mind says, I want to do it.
It's only a satisfaction of your mind and
See,
of manas.
I simply tell you, how do you read Ramayana? You read in a big way. So the war has taken place, this has happened, that has happened. But what my Gurudev explains simply in your body. He says, Ra is the light, Ma is within you. Rama is the light within you. Rama is
The light within me.
within me.
Right.
Okay. Rama is born to Dasharatha. Dasharatha means 10 chariots, 5 working organs and the 5 sense organs. His mother's name is Kausalya. Kausalya means skillfully. One who holds skillfully 5 working organs and 5 sense organs, out of which Rama is born. This Rama is born Ayodhya. Ayodhya means no war can take place, no clash in the mind. One who does not have any clash in the mind. One who holds 5 working organs and sense organs, out of which Rama is born. Out of which Rama is born. And what is, then Rama I said light. What is the Sita? Sita is the mind. Who is the Ravana? Is ego. Okay. When the ego is born, the mind is separated from the light. Light will not travel to the mind. Mind has to travel back to the light. So what is stumbling block here? The ego.
And very interestingly, Sita is in the southern part of the hymn in Sri Lanka, and Rama, Ayodhya is in the north.
Yeah. So now, how to overcome this ego? You need prana vayu, that is Hanuman.
Hanuman, yes.
One who need to help awareness. So Lakshman, when you breathe with awareness, you kill this Ravana ego. The mind merges with Rama. That is what Ramayana is.
And the descent to Sri Lanka comes back again to Ayodhya.
So now what is happening? So where is this Ramayana? So you need to read books, you need to understand, but no, it is within your body. Within you. Is it the shortest route or longest route? Which is the shortest route to read Rama? To reading so many, chanting so many things, or doing the breath? Because without breath, you can't chant anything.
Because there's also reference in Vasishtha Gita where Lord Rama says, I have learned Kriya Yoga. He tells his Lakshmana, I will now teach you. So it also, the reference of Kriya Yoga is there in...
I told you, from Satyuga, the Kriya Yoga is existing. So it disappeared for a time.
For some period of time.
But it was existing, but not noticed like. So though silently, even today, the hundreds of munis, the ageless munis in Himalayas, and they do Kriya. Not only in Himalayas, let me tell you, in the US and other places, secret places also, so many people secretly doing the Kriya. Across the globe, people do Kriya. So it does not have any religion. All religion belongs to Kriya.
Thank you very much, Guruji. It's been a very lively and...
so it's my pleasure, and again, it's divine gurus, what they made me to speak, I don't know. So again, I bow down to my gurus, and I bow down to all the divine listeners for giving me this opportunity. Jai Gurudev, Jai Swami Shankarananda Giri. I bow down and salute my lineage. Om Babaji.
Om Babaji. Thank you for this interaction.